Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome, and thank you for joining us. We are going to start decorating our peach rose journal today. I'm going to try to get my envelopes fixed up for our front and back pockets on the inside cover. Get those done first, and then I think we're going to try to get our a few of our tuck spots put in, and then we'll go from there. So I want to get the pockets and stuff put in, and then we'll get our get into making ephemera. So I think I am going to do one collage board. I might go ahead and do that tonight. Do a collage board this evening. But yep. So these envelopes I'm going to put in the front and the back pockets in this. I want to try to go ahead and get them together. So now I'm fine with this folding up like this, but I think I'm going to wind up cutting these bits here off. I don't see why we would need that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to cut that off right there. Both of them's like that. And I've got my basket full of ephemera bits here to work on for this journal. Sorry, I need the table. So we'll do that, and then we got our piece here for a collage board. And I got some collage pieces over here that we can use. So let's just go on ahead. So I want to snip these bits right here. And what I'm going to do is snip them and then we'll start the inking and get these glued up. And I'm going to cut this at an angle here. Now the pockets are lovely as they are, or the envelopes are lovely, but I don't want that piece right there at the top. I just really don't want it there. I don't need it there, so we're going to adjust these just a wee bit. Yep, I don't like that. Well, then that folds over like so. Well, now why is that doing that? Okie doke. I think we may just trim these here at an angle here from the top. Mainly because my new fussy cut boards are super duper sticky, and apparently all of my cardstock is sticking to it. Yeah, I don't like that. That's okay. That's fine. But I just wanted to trim those up a minute before we got into anything else. And I thought about using, you know, the blue or whatever with this, but I think it'll be fine with, oh yeah, that looks pretty, don't it? It'll be fine with the vintage photo on it. I think that'll be pretty. Oh yeah, that's going to look good. Yep, that's going to look good. The vintage photo. I like that a bit. We'll get the inside, and we'll get these going. And we'll get our pockets out. Because some, you know, the pockets got to be inked. And all that. Everything's got to be inked. And yes, that is a little jaggedy cut right there. Oh yeah, that looks good, don't it? Yep, I like it. Okay. Yep, I like that. We'll put some postage stamp on it, and you know, our faux stampy stuff. On these, I do like on the inside piece right here. And then I'll do on the edge of that. Actually, let's just go ahead and do this here. Use our finger tool and smear it so it'll catch and grab real quick. Make sure we don't get overflow into the actual envelope. That wouldn't be good. I think that's going to work. And thank you, Miss Cindy, for the suggestion of putting a small bowl on my desk with a cloth in it. I am going to get me one of those this evening. Steal one from my kitchen so my mom don't know about it, you know. And she'll be like, where's my bowl at? Oh, it's in my room. I'm just borrowing one bowl, you know, it's a little finger bowl. We got a bunch of those little bowls where you can put dips in for your chips and stuff. I'll snatch one of them up and put it in here. Yep, I like that. And that is gonna not stay closed, so I'm thinking I want to take and put an eyelet here and just put a piece of twine around it. I think that would be pretty. Let me see. Whoopsie, I just knocked the stool over. Will that work with it? Yes, it will. I sure did knock my stool completely over. Yep, that'll work. Okay. So we'll keep that out. Use that. Do I have peach twine? I thought I did. Apparently I don't. No, it's orange. It's orangey. This orange. So, all right. Oops. I forget. I didn't put a stopper on that so I could use the whole thing. I'm going to use the rose gold because, you know, we got the rose gold on the outside. We're going to carry it on through the inside. So we'll keep these setting out here. Put my lid on there. Just get this. I'm just going to do an eyeball school of in the middle-ish. I think that might be pretty. Yep, that's going to be cute. I do believe I'm going to like that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, maybe. That's 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6 just for good measure so we can, where's my Tim Holtz scissors at? Has anybody seen a pair of Tim Holtz scissors? What in the world? Oh, here they are. I did not apparently put them in their place. I just stuck them in a hole back there, and it was not where they needed to go. Alright, so now I kind of want I'm just gonna do our little trick where like one piece is shorter than the other, maybe. I was thinking, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of how we need to tie it. I want it to be tied in the front. So now if I do a shorter piece here, like so, you can go 1, 2, 3 times and tie a bow in the front of it, right? Sure can. Okay. So let's take where that is, and then we'll loop it right there so it doesn't come apart. You see what I'm saying? So then, like, you'll take, well, the shorter piece will be on the front over the top, like this, and then you'll go 1, 2, and you can tie it in the front. Like that. Okay. Now I am going to put paper in it, you know, writing paper and that, and then save some, you know, like some ephemera pieces or whatever that we don't use will be put in those as well. Oh yes, that's pretty. I love that. Isn't that cute? I like that a lot. Yep, I sure do. Okie dokie. Now let's fix the one for the back. Look like I do have a hair there. Okay. So now we'll get the one for the back and do the same thing. So we did 6 times the length of it to get that, right? Help me remember that, y'all. 6 times the length of the envelope to get what we needed. Hope everybody's doing good today. Y'all hanging in there. What's this going to be? Wednesday's video. It's my middle of the week slump. Already tired, you know, because we done too much already. Sometimes it's a week of Mondays. But it hadn't been too bad, but, you know, I'd rather be at home crafting. That's just me. I would really just rather be here doing this stuff and hanging out, shooting videos. I really want to start doing some lives. I know I've said that, but the way my schedule is, you know, we got the granddaughter, and the son's planning the wedding. They get married this month. So, you know, after all of this stuff goes down and gets took care of, because we've had birthdays and all of that stuff, and graduating from pre-K, and all this going on, and then planning the rush, well, I've really not had to do a whole lot for the wedding, but, you know, my son, he's busy, and my daughter-in-law they've been busy, so, you know, he's tech support, so they're off and doing stuff. And then she's had a friend that also just got married this past weekend, and they've been helping each other plan each other's weddings. So her friend got married this past weekend, and so they've all been, you know, helping each other out with the weddings and stuff. So then we had little Moonbeam's birthday this weekend. And the son and the daughter-in-law, they missed that because they went to her friend's wedding. So, but it's all in preparation. You get that busy time. All your kids are running, doing this and that and the other and stuff, and it still carries on even in their young adulthood. It seems like, you know, we all try to get together to have a meal or something, and it's like everybody's doing this and that and the other, and this one's having to go do here, and it's funny sometimes. You're like, you know, I thought all of the running different places would be over once they got out of school, but nope. It just picks up. They have different running places, not sports events and that anymore. It's family-wise, wedding-wise, work-wise. Their other friends, you know. But everybody's doing good, and everybody's getting along well, so I'm very proud of my children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very proud of the Rugrats. That's what I call my kids, Rugrats, because I used to watch that the Rugrats TV show, cartoon. Okay, I think let's try it and see if this is what we want. 1, 2. No, we need to pull it back a little bit. 1, 2. Well, it'd probably help if you was wrapping it the right way too, Knucklehead. 1, 2. There we go. Yep. Just pull it down a little bit more. So if you'll see, what I did was I took 6 times the length of it, and then I'm leaving about a length and a half of the envelope at the front. We're going to make the loop, and then that way the short piece comes around. You can wrap the long piece around, and then you'll be able to tie your bow in the front. for your closure here. 1, 2, and then on the third time, you'll be able to tie a bow. And there we go. So now those pieces are done. Alright, that is fun. I love that. I just wanted to do that first to make sure, because if I needed to, I would have to reposition this here, but I was like, I think those square ones would fit in there better than the ornate round ones, because see, these are a bit long. And I thought those would fit in there better. So, happy with that. Okie dokie. Alright, so now I think I'm going to do us a few collage piece to start building up ephemera with. I think that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the video. And most of the time for my collage pieces, I'll either use cream cardstock, and then quite here recently, I've just been pulling the fronts of scrapbook pads, K & Company. Lord, that's old as the dirt. But yeah, I've just been pulling the fronts of these pads and using them. And that's what I've been doing here lately. Alright, so let's get us some collage bits here. Get me some music. And that's music. Where's my book page? My French book page. I put it up. That's where it's at. You hid it from yourself, knucklehead. Here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm transitioning from one thing to the other. That's what I'm doing here. And this is just, you know, really kind of no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to do a little bit of tearing. And but this is how I normally prepare myself to do a collage board. I'll usually pick like one, or maybe, you know, if it has, most of the time it's these little paper pads like this that you get from Temu. Those make lovely collage boards. I love making collage boards out of those. So I've got a few of those there to work with. And get a couple, and this I think came from Amazon or Temu. I'm not quite sure where it came from, but I know it was one of those little cheapy 6x6 pads of music of different colors. So we'll use that. I'm going to tear this edge off of this. Just the rough edge over here. That's all. We're tearing off of that. Because the other pieces, I'm fine if it's on there. Okay. lighter piece of music. This will work. Because this color here will go good with it. Okay, let's put this back up. And then pull out a few pieces here. Looks like I need to get me a few pieces pulled out here, don't I? Just randomly tearing them every which way but loose, basically. Okay, so then I should be ready to roll. Whew. Just throwing stuff at myself now. Glue stick, that's what I need. Glue stick. Okie doke. And just start putting it down, honey bunny. That's all we doing. So I want to do, I don't know if these are going to be tags, journal cards, or the rest of the pockets. I have no clue yet. So we're just going to make it. Trying to make sure it's up here in frame so y'all can at least see what I'm doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my formula to making masterboards. I pick a color that I want to match, you know, my paper kit or whatever that I'm doing, and I just start. I tear it all up in, you know, little squares or what have you. And sometimes I don't like to like meet up type. I like to kind of overlap a little bit here and there. Because I did have a few questions about how I do masterboards, and it's really no set formula. It's just whatever I'm feeling. You know, book page and music, and then usually a color or two of paper. And I'll start, most of the time I do usually start in one corner and just work my way across. I used to try to do all the corners and the sides and work my way in the middle. And then, you know, it just depends. This is a thicker piece of paper, so I'm going to put it up here over this hole for now. And where this paper here is printed on the 32-pound printer paper, I want to make sure that it gets good and glued. Just making sure I get edge to edge there. And see, like I said, you know, it doesn't really matter to me if I glue over it. That's fine. I'm going to take this and glue it like this and make it a pocket. So I've been collecting up my glue pages. That music paper there's pretty thick too. Just doing it randomly right now. Okay, let's put the, well, it's got numbers on both sides, don't it? Don't really matter, I don't guess. put this right here. Checking to see if it had any treble clefs on it. It don't. Okie doke. And some of this older music paper, it will soak up the glue. I tell you that much. So you gotta lay the glue on it. Now watch this. I'm just gonna take my little cutter here. That little piece right there. I'm just gonna add this book page right there. Won't even fuss about that. That'll be done. See? There we go. And take this other piece of book page and put it right here in this corner. Get over there. Ooh, there's just a treble clef. Let's use that side. Let's use that side. But you see, I'm soaking the heck out of that right there. And it just sucked all of that up, didn't it? And I know I got music and music here together, but it's different color music. And I'm fine with that. Oh, there's a gnat in here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not real talkative today. And it's nothing wrong with me or anything. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing. I mean, really, that's it. I mean, honestly. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing and trying to make it look decent. So now what I want to do is I want to take one of these and split it and run a piece right there. I'm going to run it long ways though. I think I might do that right there. It's a different color music, and I'm fine with that. That's why I like so many different color music papers. Yep, and that'll fill that in perfect right there. Ooh, yeah, that side's looking good now. We got just a little bit here. We're doing great, y'all. Doing great. I think I'm going to put a piece right in here. Put that short piece right there. Let's put it right here. connect this here together. Yep, let's do that. And then we'll put a long piece of music here, and then try to put one of those darker pieces over here. May have to be pieced together, but that's okay. Nope, right here's where I was going, wasn't it? Okay, because you got to think when we cut it up, it's going to be, you know, all kinds of different ways anyhow, so I think that'll be fine. Alright. I'm thinking with that right there. I'm going to take and put a piece of music right here. Let's take that strip off. Do that. Did I say music? I meant book page. Crazy. Let's take and put this piece of music book page right here. Y'all know what I meant. Okay. And then we can put that other piece right there. That's the title of it. The book or what have you. I like that. That is cute. I'll just run that straight down right here. I can get it on there. Alrighty. What do y'all think? Have we got enough blue on there? I think so. So now when you do this, think about, you know, if you do pockets, it's going to be about 4 to 4.5. And then we can save these bits. And we can do another one on a smaller piece or what have you. So when you do a, get off of there. So when we do our collage boards, you think about you're going to cut it to be in, pockets will be anywhere from 4 to 5 inches. Anywhere from 3, well, some, you know, just little tuck places. You can do like, you know, 1 inch to 2 inches up to 4 or 5 inches. Now, if you want journal cards, it's going to be roundabouts 4 to 6. 4 by 6, I should say. If you do tags, I like to do my tags about 3 to 3.5 inches. And no, I'm not going to worry about letting it dry. I am going to turn it over, though, just to make it a little interesting, you know, and just flip-flop it around till I can't, you know. And the only bad thing is it's got that hole over, but that's okay. We ain't worried about it. I'm just going to lay it down. Oh, that's too big for my cutter board. We got to do it this way first. All right, so I'm going to make this some pockets where we can put some birds and flowers and stuff on it. And I want my pocket tuck spots to be about 3.5 inches high. Because I got some smaller tags. That's what I'm thinking. So when you do this kind of thing, you need to think about what kind of tags and stuff you have. So see, we do have, you know, a few smaller tags in that. You know, but we're going to make tags. But I'm just saying, for your kit, think about what tags came with it. Okay? So I'm going to do about 3.5 high. And we all know that our book, our journal, is 5.5 inches folded in half. So you don't want anything, you know, too close to that. So I'm going to make it around 4.5. because I don't like it to be, you know, in the bend of the spine and hindering. Because see, once you start putting stuff in here and it gets fat, this bows. So it's going to hinder it to glue down. Be mindful of that. So I'm going to do about 4. Let's do a couple at 4. Let's just do this one here at 4. We'll do 4-inch pockets on this. And then we can make that a little tuck spot or a little journal card, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are at 4 inches. So that is 3 pockets right there. All right, so now I'm going to lay this back in here. I'm going to cut another one at 3.5. I'm going to cut one more of these off the bottom at 4 inches, and then the rest of it, I think I can make a tag out of it. I'm going to turn it this way. And we need 1 to go with that. So now there's 4 pockets or tuck places. Now let's see how long this tag will be. 8 inches, and that'll fit because their pages are 8.5. So that's a tag. All right, and this is 5.5 inches, and that'll be perfect tags or journal cards, either one. So I want them to be, we do 3 inches, that's going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give us 4 tags or journal cards. The journal cards I like to have a little bit fatter than 3 inches, so I'm going to do, that's 1 tag, 2 tags, 3, 4 tags. Okay, and that's out of that one masterboard that we just did. All right, so there's our tall tag. There's a tag. There's a tag. There's a tag, and there's a tag. I think I'm going to do it that way, so then we can put our stuff here. That's fine, that's fine, and that's fine. All right, so that'll be tags. And then there's just a pocket. And there's just a pocket. I'm going to put it this one, yeah, well, there's just a pocket, and there's just a pocket. So we have 2 random pockets, you know, that we can put anywhere. These are kind of similar. So I would maybe take and put, you know, a bird or a flower or something over that. This, you can put whatever, you know, decorate how you want. Speaking of such, so see, like, how cute would that be? Just put that right there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just simple stuff. You don't have to, don't always overthink yourself, is what I'm trying to say. But just be mindful of, you know, of like your little tags and stuff, you know. So you can take and make you a tuck spot on here if you'd like. Now you can take and cut these down, and you can stack them as well, like that right there. And I would glue that on here. Now watch this. Now if we were to do something like this, I would probably just do like just thin papers, not a whole masterboard. But see, and if you glue that right there, then that's your tag doesn't go all the way down in there. So think about that type of stuff. Or you can put you can take a piece of your paper and put it on there, make it a tuck spot. What am I looking for? I don't even know. I'm looking for my floral bits. That's what I'm hunting for. Yeah, I want that on there. I think it needs to go that way, though. That will be pretty there. Ooh, I want that dark butterfly on that. I love that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I like that one. And then that one. I may put a little bit of, where is it at? Put us a little bit of this on it. Dolly. Just a piece, you know, just something. See what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty, I think. So, yeah. take and glue that like right in there and put my butterfly like that, and that's going to be my pocket, and I'll put a little label. Then on this one, I'm going to do the same, but on the opposite side. Kind of like that. Put a label, and you got your pull. And then this one here, we'll ink that up, put that on that. And then this one, I think is fine just the way it is. I love that. Okie doke. Pockets, yay. Because we had, you know, 8, so it's 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. So we'll do 6 in front and 6 in the back. We'll have, well, I kind of need to do a floral. So we have, you know, mixy-matchy. So we put a butterfly in the front and a butterfly in the back, a floral in the front, and a floral in the back. I thought I had a darker floral, because I have like some light butterflies. Looky here for tag bits. Shut up. Done, done, and done. Can y'all see them? Yep. Done, done, and done. Oh, looky here. We got the little birdies. Look. We don't need to do them. Look, birdies. Shut up. That's pretty. Here, let's put these over here. They'll stand out more. And we'll put them right there, and then we'll just do a little bit of trim work at. Look. Done. Done. And then look at these birdies here. And put them on that. We need to do something to bring them to us, don't we? Okay, what did I do with my my dark doilies? Yeah, I think that'll be pretty inked, and that'll be pretty, and these will be pretty just as such with those little taggy bits. I am loving that. Okie doke. Y'all remember I did the coffee dyed doilies. Now, did I put them over yonder? Which is, you know, across my room. Or are they over here? Oh, right here they are. Hush up. And there they are. I just closed it up. Knucklehead. Knucklehead. Let me get me. I want a darker one. Oh, look, here's this a good kind of dark one. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it on this side. Nope, don't like it. Don't like that. So I'm thinking kind of something like this with that inked up on it. It needs to be dark, don't it? The back, it needs to be dark. But you know what? We got to daub it up, honey. Sure enough do. Excuse me for coughing, y'all. Okey doke. Ink. If it ain't dark enough to suit you, daub it up, honey. Take your ink dauber and go to town. Now let's see, am I going to like that bit there? I kind of do. We just need to daub the rest of it. Yep, I want it dark, dark. So my little Tweety birds stand out. Okie doke. Are we liking that, or is that too blendy, y'all? I think I did all that, and that's too blendy still to me. It blends too much. Ugh. I just busted my knuckle. Yep, it's too blendy. Where's my other birds? Let's get these out. We're going to put a bird on there, I'm telling you. Because I done decided I want a bird on it. I know, I'm crazy. Crazy as a loon, but I can't help it. Ooh, look, that would be pretty, wouldn't it? And it matches, and it's got the peaches. Hush up. And it stands out. Because I knew I had some that was a little, like, different sizes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that. It's a dove. I like that one. And that's the one that we like. We like you, mister. Or Mrs. Whatever. Whatever you are, we like you on there, buddy. Yep, I like that. Then we can put us a labely bit. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Put like the branches going out the side of the paper here, like so. Maybe. Kind of ish. And then put us a label bit on there. Now I got to find some label bits. I don't know if I have that color. I got green, but I don't think I got teal. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's green. Yeah. Yep, those are all green. And it didn't have a bunch of label bits for this, so that's fine. What are we thinking about that? Now, do we still want this on there or not? Not. Not. Nope. I think I like that. And then by the time we cut it and put our little thingy in there, I think that'll be fine. Does need a little trim up work, but that's good. Alrighty, so there we are. That is going to be that's going to be our video for today, y'all. But I did want to do a real quick, you know, show you the masterboard. And I mean, that's really just all, no rhyme or reason. That's what I do. That's how I do mine. So I'll just sit here and like, ooh, that's going to be pretty. Let me get me some book page and music page and just, you know, put it together. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we'll get back tomorrow. We'll make these pockets. We'll ink everything, cut our corners, you know, put our frills on them. We'll make our pockets and our tags. And then I want to go through and get our circles and put, you know, that we were talking about making tuck spots. All of these. I want to ink them and get those glued in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 tuck spots or pockets. Now, we don't have to make these pockets, and they don't have to be glued in a normal U shape. We can take and we can do an angle on them, and, you know, and make it like a little side tuck and do, you know, the L shape. I think I would like that pretty much. This is on 110-pound cardstock. If y'all notice, I keep feeling of it, like, you know, trying to think. Yeah, all of these are different. All of the florals are pretty much different. They're not the same, so that's fine. We'll do 2 of them. We'll do the bird that way. We'll do that. Put that there and that there. And then we'll have one of the birds in the back. We'll have one of the birds in the front. One of the butterflies in the back. And that'll be our pocket tuck situation. Oh, I think that's going to be so pretty. All right, so this is our collage masterboard ephemera pieces and tuck spots that we're going to use. I hope that's fine. So then we'll get all this inked and done and together tomorrow. And then the next day, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to make another collage board for this or not. I may, but I do have all of this Lynn Art Studio ephemera and stuff. And then I'm going to pull out, because I really want to bring in the peach color. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do all teal. So I do believe we'll do this, and then I want to pull in, you know, our peach color. Do some ephemera with our peach color. That'd be a cute little journal card, wouldn't it? Let's just go on ahead and put something on it. Like our birdies that will stand out from the background on that wasn't on there. See? Boom. There you go. Just can't help yourself. I mean, you know, when it's that pretty, you can't help it. And look, there's just a good little journal card too. And this has rose gold in it. Shut up, I just realized that. I'm a knucklehead. Yeah. And I mean, I'm sat here and looked through that and didn't even faze me a bit that did have rose gold in it. So, yes, thank you for whoever was, you know, screaming at me going, hey, knucklehead, you had rose gold in that paper pad. You need to put rose gold on that. Now, I just want to put that butterfly right there in the middle of them. And maybe a little label bit. I don't know. I think that's cute. I mean, just... And this is just out of scraps that's laying here on the top of this box. You see what I'm saying? Of stuff that I'd used in the past. That would be really pretty to put on there. Let's see what we got that'll go on you, buddy. Let's put one of these floral arrangements on it. Yeah, there we go. Shut up. Shut your mouth. There's another one of them. There's another one of them. Okie doke. So I gotta have, you know, front and the back. Front and the back. We gotta have matchy-matchy. But not super duper matchy-matchy now. We'll do that piece there. Let me get me another butterfly piece. Ooh, let's put one of these, whatchamacallits. Carrie the Crafter's favorite dragonfly thingy. Alright. So there's journal cards. Journal card. Journal card. Journal card. Journal card. Tags. Yeah, we got ourselves, we got our work cut out for us tomorrow, y'all. So, do that right there. And because that's how I want my pockets. The front ones and the back ones. And we'll ink all that up tomorrow and glue those. We'll get all of this inked and put together and glued in the book. And then once we do that, then we'll start on doing our ephemera. Okie doke. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.